m terms are there in GP, then total m terms are there in GP, then nth term from the end is, please tell me. How will you make formula? M minus n, like 8 tha na pehle, what was m in previous example? 8. 8 minus 3 plus 1. This is the m minus n plus 1th term from beginning. Already you have learned this concept in class 10th also. आपको पता होगा from the ending से कैसे term check करते हैं. So let us talk about the next topic, sum to n terms of GP. Please tell me, should I repeat it?
No.
Please tell me what is m here? What is m here? Please tell me what is m here? 8.
8.
And what is n? Nth term from the end. This is n. M minus n plus 1. So I have used this formula. So whenever you see the question, find this term from the end. So you can use this formula. So you will get term from the beginning. Ab beginning se aa jayega, so we can easily find this term. Okay, how will you find this term? ये वाला term कैसे आएगा? M minus n plus 1 term if you find in GP. If you want to find this term.
Ma'am, A into R power m minus n.
Yes, what is the formula? वैसे formula क्या होता है term का? A multiply R to the power n minus 1. This is a formula for any term. So we can also use this formula for this one. A multiply, what will be R? R to the power. So 1 we can cancel out. A multiply R to the power m minus n. So this is the way to calculate the term, nth term from the end. Should I repeat?
No, ma'am.
Understood all? All have understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us see sum to n terms of GP and sum to infinite terms of GP. After that, we will start the question. So sum to, sum of n terms, you can also call it. N terms of GP, like we did in AP, case of AP में जैसे किया था ना हमने. Similarly, we will find sum to n terms of GP. So let A1, or you can write A also, na, because generally we use A, na. AR square, AR cube, and this is the nth term. They are in GP. This time this is finite because we are finding sum to n terms. So अभी मैं finite वाला GP ले रही हूँ. Are in GP. All these are terms. These are the terms of GP, na. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, and nth term. They are in GP. Then what will be the SN, sum to n terms of GP? The formula is A multiply 1 minus R to the power n by 1 minus R. Or you can write it as R to the power n minus 1 by R minus 1. R is not equal to 1. The condition is R is not equal, because if R becomes 1, what will be the sum? Please tell me.
Ma'am, it will be not defined as the denominator will turn 0.
नहीं, वैसे भी अगर R 1 हो जाएगा तो यहाँ पर भी देखकर बताओ what will be the sum.
AN.
Yes. If you find the, आप देखो ना A everywhere A present. So n terms are there. So then SN will be NA. R is not equal to 1 means this formula is valid for greater than and less than, not for 1. Because when R is 1, when R is equal to 1, you can see A n times. So what will be the sum? NA. Understood or not? And this formula is valid for not equal to 1 means this is for less than 1 and this is for greater than 1. If actually both are similar, both are identical, only the way of writing is different. दोनों सेम ही है, माइनस कॉमन लोगे तो आपका ये फॉर्मूला वापस आ जाएगा. Understood or not? I repeat. Yes. Suppose these terms are in GP, these terms are in GP, and we are finding the sum to n terms of GPSN, sum to n terms. sum of n terms. So what is the formula? A multiply 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r, or you can write it as, if you take minus common, if you just take out minus common, rn to the power minus 1 by r minus 1. You can also, both are identical. Okay, what is r here? Please tell me. r क्या होता है यहाँ पर?
Common
What is r?
ratio.
Common ratio. And what is a?
First term of the GP.
First term. Yes. What is a? First term. And what about n?
Number of terms.
Number of terms. Yes. What is a? First term. And n, number of terms. So this is Sn. Or you can write it as, ये जो भी हमारा Sn आया था. Okay, I have just written the formula also, because in 11C class I explained the derivation also. So this time I'm not explaining, because we have already done the derivation of this. So are you able to understand directly this formula? Please tell me, 11th students.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the Sn. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. This is r is not equal to 1. Can we write it as?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Sn. So with the help of this, we can find the sum to infinite terms of GP also. Okay, now let us talk about the next topic, sum of infinite terms of, when the terms are infinite, then what will be the sum? Generally, this question, generally student ask this question ki if we are talking about infinite, the answer should be infinite also, na? But no, it is not necessary ki every time we will get the infinite answer. So let us see how can we add infinite terms and how can we get its answer. So with the help of this one, we can find infinite sum to infinite terms of GP. This is the Sn formula. With the help of this formula, I will find S infinity, sum of infinite terms of GP. Shall I proceed? Please reply, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
So let us see how can we find infinite terms of sum to infinite terms of GP. कैसे हम infinite का sum check करते हैं. So next concept is this one. Okay, again I'm writing the previous heading, sum of infinite terms of GP. First of all, I'm writing the terms here. So first term is A, common ratio R. First term A, common ratio R, but the restriction is that this common ratio, where what is R? Mod R is less than 1. It means R must lie between minus 1 and 1. Only in that case we can find the sum to infinite terms of GP. Otherwise, infinite ही answer आ जाएगा. It happens only in that case where R lies between minus 1 and 1. Otherwise, we will not get answer. We will get infinite answer. So mod R is less than 1 means what is the property for mod? You can also write it as, I'm just writing the property of mod X less than A. If any mod, that is less than A, this A is a positive real number. So it means X lies between minus A and A. So if mod R less than means, or you can use this one also. I repeat, now we are doing sum of infinite terms of GP. नया formula अब हम कर रहे हैं, S infinity check करना है. First term तो A होता है हमारा common ratio R, but the restriction for R is that उस time तो when we were talking about the sum to n terms, there was no restriction for R. Only the restriction is that कि R is not equal to 1 means for less than and this is for greater than 1. बड़ा है तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा, small है तो it will be there. But this time the restriction is that ki R must lie between -1 and 1. Only in that case we can study the sum to infinite terms of GP. Okay, let us see how can we sum to infinite terms of GP. We know that this one, अभी ये formula हमको पता है, just described in the previous page. A by 1 minus R. You can see Sn can be written as A by 1 minus R, this one, if I multiply. अभी Sn को use कर रही हूँ मैं यहाँ पर. So we can write Sn in the form of this A by 1 minus R or this ARN. Can we write it as? Now, but we want to find S infinity. If N is, we are finding sum to infinite terms of GP, na? So you can put here infinity. Isn't it or not? Can we write it as? Please tell me, should I repeat the steps? Eleven C, 11th students, beta please reply. How can I know that you people are able to understand or not? आप reply नहीं करोगे तो मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? Because new topic I'm explaining. Please respond.
Can you explain
Yes,
once
ma'am.
more?
Okay, so we are finding here sum of infinite terms of GP. अभी तक हम in class 10 and in AP we did sum of n terms of AP and GP. अभी तक हमने n terms का sum किया था, infinite कभी नहीं आया था. But this time we are finding sum of infinite terms of GP. So what happens then if we are talking about infinite terms, sum of infinite terms of GP? First term is A. ये तो first term तो हमारा A होता है. Common ratio is R always. We generally write common ratio with R. But the restriction for R is that whenever you are talking about infinite terms, कभी भी जब आप infinite terms का sum check करोगे, the restriction for R is that कि R must lie between -1 and 1. Only in that case you can find S infinity, otherwise it will not occur. जब R -1 और 1 के बीच में lie करेगा, only in that case we can find S infinity, otherwise we will not get any kind of answer, we will get infinity. So what will be the formula? Now I am deriving the formula. अभी derivation नहीं बता रही हूँ मैं. Sn we can write it as A by 1 minus R minus AR to the power n by 1 minus R. This is the formula for Sn, sum to n terms. But we are finding for infinite terms, so you can put here infinity. अभी हम तो infinite के लिए check कर रहे हैं ना, so you can replace this n by infinity. So A by 1 minus R, R to the power infinity. Shall I proceed now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let us see how can we find its sum. Okay, what is R here? Since R lies between -1 and 1. Please tell me what type of R we can get from here. कैसे वाला R होगा अगर R -1 और 1 के बीच में lie करता है? Point, यहाँ point form में होगा. So what will be the R to the power infinity? That will be 0. Because points की जब higher powers आप study करोगे, if you study the higher powers of points, you will get the answer will be more smaller. Suppose 0.2, okay, I'm studying the higher powers of 0.2. या एक बार और थोड़ा सा छोटा कर लेते हैं. 0.2 to the power 4. Please tell me its power will be 16. And what about the decimal places? 6. Is it greater than for this 0.02 or smaller than? Please tell me. Higher power study करने पर R का what type of R we can get from here? यहाँ से जो हमको R मिलता है, that is in the form of point. 0.1, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, here also point. So if you study its higher power, point वाले की, you can use calculator also. When you start studying the higher powers of point फ्रैक्शन नंबर्स, जब फ्रैक्शंस के हायर पार्ट स्टडी करोगे तो आंसर विल गो इन डिक्रीजिंग फॉर्म, आंसर डिक्रीज होता जाएगा, एंड एट लास्ट यू विल गेट 0 when n tends to infinity. When n is approaching to infinity, जब हमारा n infinity पर पहुंच रहा है, means we are increasing n 1 2 3 4, जितना बड़ा करते जाएंगे n increases. If n increases, so r to the power n to 0. Increases जैसे जैसे बढ़ता जाएगा वो 0 पे हो जाएगा. Increases till infinity तक. So answer will be 0. So what we can write in the formula? What was the formula? S infinity a by 1 minus r. R to the power infinity is there, na? R to the power infinity is there. So I can write here 0. R to the power infinity is what? If r lies between -1 and 1, अगर r हमारा 1 और -1 और 1 के बीच में लाई करता है तो उसकी infinity power, पॉइंट वालों का infinity power will show 0 answer. At last it will go 0. When we start studying its higher parts, जैसे जैसे parts को बढ़ाते जाओगे, you will get smaller answer. So at last you will get 0. So this is 0. If this is 0, so we will get the formula S infinity a by 1 minus r. And what is the restriction for r? If r lies between, you can use this formula only in that case if r lies between -1 and 1. जब r -1 और 1 के बीच में lie करेगा, only in that case you can use a formula. Otherwise we will get the different answer. Okay, now r lies between -1 and 1. What about if r is equals to 1 and greater than 1? Shall I proceed? Please tell me, should I repeat or should I proceed?
Ma'am,
11C students, 11th students, please reply. Okay, so this is the S infinity formula.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if r is greater than equal to 1, then please tell me what will be the formula S infinity. What will be the answer for this one? What was the S infinity, na? A by 1 minus r. If r is 1, it will show not defined. And if r is greater than 1, sorry, equal to 1, so we have done. This is for if r is 1. If r is 1, so it will show not defined. But if r is greater than 1, again we will get infinity. How? अब अगर r 1 से बड़ा होगा, so you can see the terms are greater than 1 means if you add the infinite terms, so you will get infinite answer. जब ये 1 से बड़ा है means this is a positive. So you will get infinite answer. So this is for greater than and equal to 1 case. Now let us start questions now. Should I repeat?
No, ma'am.
Okay, theory concept. Okay, geometric mean is also there. One more. After that we will start the questions. अभी geometric mean रह रहा है. Like we did in AP case, arithmetic mean, so similarly geometric mean, and the abbreviation that we can use for geometric mean, that is GM. So A and B be two positive numbers. A and B be two positive numbers, and A, G, B, they are in GP also. There are two positive numbers because whenever we are talking about this geometric mean, the number should be positive. Mean वाला word आता है तो we are taking positive numbers. So two positive numbers, and suppose one more number I am inserting between A and B. एक number मैंने A और B के बीच में insert किया है in such a way कि they are forming a GP. Okay, what happens then? G by A, if they are in GP, what happens? क्या होता है GP का concept?
G square equals to AB.
Yes, G by A and this B by G. So you can cross multiply. So this is G
AB.
AB and you can write this is under root AB. Do not write here negative sign because we are talking about geometric mean. So negative we will not consider. So this is called geometric mean of two positive number. This is the geometric mean. What is the formula for geometric mean? Okay, if I'm writing two numbers C and D, please tell me the geometric mean of C and D if they are positive. C और D का geometric mean क्या होगा?
Root CD.
Yes, under root CD. If two numbers are positive, then their geometric mean is calculated with the help of this formula under root and product of two numbers. This is called the geometric mean of two positive numbers. So similarly, if two positive numbers C and D are there, so what will be the geometric mean of C and D? Product and their under root. Should I repeat this one? Geometric mean. Should I repeat? Please reply, but
No,
I'm
ma'am.
asking.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now the next topic is one more small topic. After that we will start question. क्योंकि फिर बाद में करवाने से it's better कि we will discuss this one. Relationship between arithmetic mean and AM and GM of two positive numbers. What is the relation between AM and GM of two positive numbers? So let A and B be two positive numbers. A and B be two positive number. What is the arithmetic mean of A and B? Please reply fast.
A plus B by 2.
Yes, arithmetic mean of two numbers, that is A plus B by 2. And what about geometric mean? Just calculated in the previous page. अभी किया था under root
is equal
AB.
to AB.
So you can give name A also. AM, it's up to you. अभी हमने इसको A plus B by 2. This is. Now, if you study AM minus GM, because we are finding relation between A and G, and what is the relationship between these two? So if we are finding the relation, so we can add them, we can subtract them. इसमें relation check करना है, so कुछ ना कुछ तो operation हमको use करना पड़ेगा. We can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So let us start with division also. So AM minus GM, start finding. Can we write it as? Understood or not? Now if you take its LCM, it will become, what we can write in the numerator, please reply. We are getting a formula in the numerator. Please tell me.
Root A
Ma'am, root
minus
AB
root A
plus
whole
root B whole square.
It should be minus now. Can we write it as? Square is always, please tell me, square is always
Greater than 0.
sometimes it can be equal to 0 also. Equal कब हो जाएगा 0 ये? If A and B are?
जब A is equal to B.
Yes, when if A is equals to B. So we can take both the cases. So square can be 0, square can be positive. So what we have got now, AM minus GM, that is greater than equal to 0. So what is the relation between arithmetic and geometric mean? Sometimes they can be equal. Equal कब होगा? If A and B are same, and and AM will be, always AM will be greater than GM. AM is greater than GM and AM, GM both are equal. Only in that case if A and B are. So two possibilities we are getting, equal to and greater than. Now theory part is over. Let us talk about, let us start the questions now. Should I repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
From the previous page or from this one?
Ma'am, how was the whole square equal to 0, that part?
But if A and B both are same, suppose A and B are same, one possibility, हम एक possibility ये भी लेकर चलते हैं कि अगर A B same हो जाए, so you can put here B also, B minus B. वैसे भी किसी का square, okay, if I write this one, please tell me what are the possibilities for this square? Because in given I have not written कि A and B are two different numbers. मैंने ये तो नहीं लिखा कि A and B are different. I have just written these are positive. So what you can say about this square? Square is always positive, we know that. But if I put here 1, it will become 0 also, na? So two possibilities are there, greater than and equal to 0. So square is greater than and equal to 0 will happen if A and B are equal. So one possibility we are also taking this one. एक ये भी possibility हम ले लेते हैं कि if अगर equal होंगे, so it will be equal to, and if they are not equal, so they will show greater than. Two possibilities are there. So AM minus, what was the left hand side? Left hand side that we were solving, it was AM minus GM is greater than equal to 0. So you can shift GM here. So two answers we are getting. What is the relation between AM and GM? AM is greater than equal to geometric mean. Should I repeat?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, let us start the questions of 9.3 exercise because 9.2 was AP. Now questions are very interesting. You have to just apply here init term, sum to end term, सब में ये सभी लगाना है. Whatever the topics we have discussed, so you just have to apply in solving the 9.3 question. Okay, let us start with question number 1. 9.3. Find the 20th and nth term of GP. Twentieth term and nth term of this GP. I'm writing GP here. 5 by 2, 5 by 4, 5 by 8. First of all, we have to find 20th and nth term. So which formula we can introduce here? Please tell me. क्या करना चाहिए हमको? What should we do?
We can find the common ratio first and then find the 20th term.
Yes, we can first of all write. What is the first term? Please tell me. First term.
5 by 2.
5 by 2. What about common ratio? A2 by A1. Common ratio A2 by A1. 5 by 4 divided by 5 by 2. What will be the answer?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. This is our common ratio. Now we are using nth term formula because we have to find nth term and 20th term also. What is the nth term formula? A multiply r to the power n minus 1. Already discussed this formula. Now you can substitute the values here. What is A? 5 by 2. What is R? 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1 because we are finding nth term. Now n is not mentioned here. n हमको नहीं पता तो n will be not there. You can write n, just write n will remain as it is. n में कोई change नहीं आएगा because we are finding nth term. Now you can solve it further and write the answer. So we can write it as 5 multiply. What will be the power of 2? You can add the powers of 2 now. 5 by 2 to the power n. This is the nth term. How will you find the 20th term? Please tell me how will you find the 20th term?
Ma'am, A into R
Just
is to
put
the power
here,
19.
put n equals to 20 here. So for 20th term, you will write, sorry, put n equals to 20. Do not solve 2 to the power 20. You can leave answer in this way also. This is the way to find the 20th term. So question number 2 I'm not doing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी बेटा.
Ma'am, what is the formula of any term of an GP from the end?
Actually end के लिए we don't have any formula. We can first of all we will find term from the end. वो जो end वाला term होगा we can call this is the term from beginning. Then we can introduce this formula a into r to the power n minus 1. जो end वाला formula होता है ना that is coming from the beginning one. So first convert, that is why I was telling you ना कि तभी तो मैंने आपको ये बताया था कि if we are talking about the term from the end, from actually whatever we are discussing here, this is from the beginning. जो भी हम यहाँ पर अभी पढ़ रहे हैं वो क्या है, beginning से है. ये जो formulas हैं a into r to the power n minus 1, sn a multiply r n minus 1 by r minus 1, these are from the beginning. So what is how can we find its end in a term from the end? So you can use this formula m minus n plus 1. This is the m minus plus 1 a term from the beginning. Beginning से आ जाएगा तो you can use beginning वाला formula, this one, a n multiply. Also you can also write it in the form of वैसे formula भी बना सकते हैं. We can also make it formula. Okay. I'm telling you, we can take one example for this. Suppose you want to find वैसे formula बना, we can make a formula also. Okay, you are asking for any term from the end ना. So suppose this is I'm writing one example. Suppose this is simple GP I'm considering here. Now what is R here? Please tell me, common ratio. अभी तो यहाँ पर R क्या था? Actually this is a GP. But from the ending we can also write it as. From the ending we can write it as 625, 125. अब ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. Now what is R? Please tell me. What is R? 1 by 5. मतलब जो पहले हमारा R5 था ना, that will be converted into 1 by 5. So similarly, if you want to study the formula for any term from end, so what you will do, you will write L. Last term आपकी बन जाएगी first term. अब हमारी first term क्या बन गई? 625 जो हमारी last term थी. It was our last term. But if I'm finding the any term from the end, अब end वाले से study करेंगे तो मैं इसको GP ऐसे बना रही हूँ 625, 125. So now what is A? A equals to L. तो formula में A R n minus 1 की जगह पर I will write L and R is converted in 1 by R to the power n minus 1. So this is the formula, nth term from the end. Should I repeat? Actually this formula is this formula is coming from this one. ऐसे कोई पर्टिकुलर नहीं है हमारे पास फॉर्मूला, वो तो इसमें हमने चेंजेस करके इसको बना दिया है. सो एल मल्टीप्लाई, सपोज यू फॉरगेट द फॉर्मूला, तो अगर आपको फॉर्मूला याद नहीं रहता तो यू कैन फाइंड द nth टर्म फ्रॉम द एंड, दैट विल बी द बिगिनिंग टर्म. फ्रॉम द एंड से nth टर्म चेक कर लो और फिर बिगिनिंग वाला फॉर्मूला ये वाला लगा के यू कैन फाइंड द टर्म. एंड इफ यू रिमेंबर द फॉर्मूला तो यूज दिस वन, बट इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस वन बिकॉज इसमें हमारा फर्स्ट टर्म आता है, इसमें हमारा फर्स्ट टर्म कौन हो जाता है? लास्ट टर्म. एंड व्हाट इज आर नाउ? अर्लियर तो वी वर यूजिंग आर, बट दिस टाइम व्हाट इज आर? रेसिप्रोकल 1 by r. So these are the changes. Should I repeat?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So this is the formula for nth term from the end. Okay, now questions we were doing. Question number 1 we have done. 2 I'm not doing. It's very simple. Question number 3 I'm writing. fifth, eighth, and 11th term are there. Fifth term, 8th, 11th. What is the fifth term? The fifth term of GP is P, 8th is Q, and 11th is S, if I'm not wrong. What we have to prove here? To prove Q square equal to PS. Please check the question.
Yes,
Fifth,
ma'am.
8th, and 11th terms are there. We have to prove that Q square equal to. Okay, what is the fifth term? Please tell me the formula for fifth term. A R to the power for
Part
fifth
4.
term.
Minus
4,
1.
that is P.
4.
What about eighth?
AR to the power.
A into R to the power 7 is equal to Q.
For 11, it will be 10.
Is
10.
equal to S.
So just give them number 1, number 2, and number 3. So you can divide 2 by 1. Divide 2 by 1. And divide 3 by 2. So what we are getting here? R cube. R cube. So you can equate both the R cubes.
Yes, ma'am.
I repeat, fifth term is there, eighth term is there, 11th term is there. Divide 2 by 1, divide 3 by 2. We are getting R cube. In both the cases, दोनों cases में R cube आ गया. Now equate them. R cube is equivalent to Q by P. R cube is equivalent to S by Q. So we are equating them. Q by P and the next one is S by Q. So by using cross multiplication, so you will get Q square equals to PS. Hence proved. Okay, so I'm writing homework for you. So you can complete till question number 6, तो you can complete easily. 6 तक तो आपका easily हो सकता है question. Even you can also try the others. Sum to n terms उसमें use हो रहा है. Even till question number 10 you can do it easily. To question number 1 to 10. Please try these question. You have to use n terms, sum to n terms, सब वही लगाना है. So this is homework for you. Okay, I think the class time is over. Okay, I'm calling the absentees names once again. If they are in the meeting, please reply fast. 11C, RN Kumar. RN Kumar, 11C. Dhruv Verma. But let me call the names of 11th also. Na? I don't know if they have joined the meeting or not. So just wait for 1 minute more. 11C, RN Kumar, Dhruv Verma, Divyatuli, Khushituli.
Present, ma'am.
Ishant. Why Divya is absent, Khushi? Please tell me. May I know the reason? Lakshya Singh, Khushi.
Ma'am,
Lakshya Singh, Divya is present.
yes, ma'am.
Lakshya Singh, Rai Singhal, Sanya, Sej Noor Singh.
Present, ma'am. Sej Noor.
Sanya is present.
Sanya is present.
Raj is absent, Lakshya Singh is absent, Ishant and Aryan Kumar. Now 11th, beta, please wait for 1 minute more.